a diva. Traditionally, a diva was a soprano. She was an opera singer. She was exceptional. It started out being a performer, and it has evolved into what we see in modern day society. Bitchy, catty, petty, small. You get the impression that so many of these women who walk around their attitudes, that she is allowed to be put on a pedestal and she's allowed to be worshipped, and she, we all kind of get the concept of what we believe a diva is when we visualize it. When you think of how the word diva has evolved and how people now, everybody, oh diva, hey diva, everybody's calling themselves diva now. When you think about that, you think about what is at the core of that. What is at the core of people, wanting to be exalted, if you will. I believe that it's at the core of that is people wanting to matter. Everybody wants to be important. Everybody wants to be relevant in the continuing conversation. And so what is manifested, I believe, in that wanting to matter is that people have found ways to their own diva, if you will.
Oh my God, I'm gonna cry when you dive in here.
Have a good night. We wish you all the best on the song. We're all gonna buy it. Thank you.
You're just evil, Nene.
It's based on attitude or shoe collection. So my thought process, and I got this idea maybe 3 years ago, my thought process is that, okay, so if we all want to matter, if that's why we're behaving this way, we're basically belittling other people so that we can feel bigger, why not just kind of recreate what the concept of the diva is? And my vision of it is a woman who is awesome at her life, a woman who, esteems consciousness and creative pursuit over just kind of being bitchy, who is inclusive and loving and involved in every aspect of her life, of her journey, rather than being flippant and exclusive and trying to put people down so she can feel up. My idea of a new diva is someone who is a whole person, who basically crafts her own life based on what she's into, what turns her on. And when you really think about what the traditional diva was, she was able to gravitate people toward her just by her excellence and exceptional gifts. And I believe that every woman, every man even, has that same quality. It just plays out different. So when we decide what makes up our dressing room star, and there are very distinct things, there are 5 distinct things that makes up that 5-point star. When we discover those things for ourselves, we realize we are indelibly imprinted with information from the time we came here. And at some point, it's just I think we forget. I think life happens. I think.
Stupid bitch, you wanna bring my child up in this?
The reason why I'm doing this now, I feel a sense of urgency. For whatever reason, my calling, if you will, and I use that word reluctantly, has been pushing me forward on this, based on writing my blogs. It's based on writing my books. It's based on all of this understanding that I have acquired over the course of my life. And we can look around in the world and we can see the turmoil that happens. And the one thing that a lot of people miss in this equation of what we see around us is that we are such a valuable contribution to how the world works. For those of us who view this life as an adventure, for those of us who take the challenge of doing the inner work, for those of us who really start to get it, that we're not here to get what we want, we're here to become more. We want riches. We all do. But I believe in my soul, in my very being, that the riches that we want are not exactly what we believe they are. That you can tell by how unhappy so many people are. That we have displaced what we believe riches are. And we have focused on those things and not those things that really matter, that make us matter, that makes us superstars. What matters is you, your authentic you, your highest you. That's what matters. And getting to understand who that you is, getting past all the gunk, unpacking all the junk, getting past past that superficial you, your representative that you walk around literally dragging around everywhere you go. At this point, that's where we are right now. That's where we are. That's where this conversation starts. It's letting go of the superficial and giving way for your light, your love, your truest self to shine through. And that's what the whole concept of the New Diva's Guide to the Envious Life is about. That's what the Envious Life is about. Is living a life of your own design, a life well lived, a life that you craft, but it's uniquely you. And that's how you maintain your relevance in the continuing conversation, by bringing something no one else can ever or will ever bring to the table. And that's you.
Get a good feeling, yeah. Get a good feeling, yeah.